Is there anything if we look inside?
That's all you see inside.
Oh, okay. Do you guys feel like going up the staircase?
I'll take a look. Can I stealth up there?
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
The last statues turned out to be demons.
I'll stay with Mike.
Okay.
I will transfer my hex to Nyx as a bonus action.
Wow, sassy. My goodness.
The upper level of the tower is an icebox with windows set in almost every wall. A rusted iron ladder bolted to the floor and ceiling leads up to a wooden trap door. Mounted above the stone hearth is a dire wolf's head. The wind coming down the chimney howls in its stead. And like pretty much everything in this room is frosted over.
Do an inspection in here and see if there's anything that I don't know is worth taking or interesting.
Nope. You just see the trap door in the ceiling.
Okay, I'll head up to the top then. I'll kind of whisper down to Pepperell, hold my beer.
Okay. 10-foot tall gold-plated statues stand atop the battlements, facing outward. Each one depicts a female human knight holding a lance. The cold wind stirs the snow, under which you see human skeletons clad in rusty mail.
So the human bones and the mail are underneath the statues?
Yeah, so the statues are actually like on the edge of the battlements here.
Yeah, right.
But under the snow and ice, you see on the inside here, you can see that there are skeletons with rusted mail on them. The mail is completely useless.
But nothing looks like it's of any interest other than the gold statues.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Nine.
The swirling snow assumes the form of a thin young woman. The wind howls. Begone! The treasure is ours! And
I'll go down to the group and say, it looks really interesting up there. And then I'll disclose that there were a bunch of like dead bodies underneath gold statues, and some lady told me to go away, but there's treasure. So I'm totally like on board for going up there because I like treasure.
I'll investigate.
I'll follow behind you by 15 feet.
I'll follow 15 feet behind him.
Dang.
I'll run to catch up.
Wait, before you guys do that, can we have a pep talk for 10 minutes and then I can inspire all of you?
well,
No, good idea.
It's a little late, but for the last battle. But before we go into Mystery Smoke Lady, I'm going to give you a 10-minute pep talk with clear minds and strong hearts. I don't know. And this is exactly what it sounds like because I've been drinking. By the time I finish this, you all have 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
I am inspired to drink as well.
Excellent.
I'm inspired to be sober.
I think every Saturday you need to RP the drinking part in advance.
yes.
Who says I'm not already doing that?
Yeah,
Well,
we don't
you
know.
need to be about 4 drinks in before game time. That's hydration, right?
Let's go get that treasure. Heck yeah.
Everybody. So who's going up to the second level?
Well, now I'm not.
I am definitely.
Most of us.
Okay. And Maisel, you are going up?
I kind of want to hang back rather than go up.
Okay. Do you want to be on the base level or outside the tower entirely?
I'll be on the base level so that if it sounds like there's something helpful I can do,
As I start rolling down the stairs, she's gonna pick my
I'll
body.
be there to like
Hey,
catch
you
you.
back up. Get in there. You got this.
Doing great. You're doing great, buddy. Go ahead.
Helga, where did you want? Did you want to be upstairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Maisel could start a fire in the fireplace, right? Because we're probably really cold.
That's-
But I'm
Sure.
attuned to my fiddle, so it'll just put it out.
Oh, sorry.
Remember, all
Um,
of our devices resist natural fire.
Uh,
All of our
okay.
weapons
I don't know.
Never allowed to be warm again.
will never be warm again.
Never again.
You just have to cuddle with other people, except for Pepper.
Brian, did you want to be on the second floor?
It's a wand of polyamory, if that's the case. Or whatever, you know.
I have my sun sword to keep me toasty.
Brian, did you want to be on the second level?
I'm totally in. Let's do it.
Okay.
I
And
forgot I
Mike.
muted myself, sorry.
Yep.
Okay. And Carrie's the third.
I will be on the stairs so I can peek into the room, but not actually be in the room.
Okay.
Just in case I gotta light it on fire, I don't want to be caught in the middle of that shit.
Okay.
Good call.
This is perfect fireball territory.
So, everybody roll initiative.
You got 13.
Nat 20. Whopping 5.
Let's see here.
I got a 7.
At 20, 24.
Nice.
So let's see. Next, you got a 14.
Correct.
Pep rolls a 5. Let's see here. Maisel. Wow, 20 for Maisel. Brian, you got a 24.
How do I get the fancy thing like Maisel has where it like says her name and everything?
D&D Beyond feeds into Roll20 if you roll from your character sheet.
Oh.
Carrie's the third. What did you get?
13. And Mike got a 14, but I think Nick's goes before Mike.
And Helga.
7.
Okay. So the snow swirls up and takes the form of these 3 thin women in a ghostly shape right in front of Nyx. And you guys down on the second level, and actually Maisel down on the first level, you guys all feel the temperature drop even further. It is very cold. So let's see here. It is, to tell you exactly how cold.
Tell me in Kelvins. Oh.
0.
0 Kelvin. It is like -10 Fahrenheit. And as soon as these snow maidens appear, the temperature drops to like -20. And you can hear them, Brian, you can hear them from upstairs. Be gone, the treasure is ours. And you can hear them up the ladder. What do you want to do? Well, I guess since Nyx is at the top, as a free action, Nyx, do you want to call down and be like, oh shit? I mean, what? Let everybody know that it's about to hit the fan?
Yes.
I'll say.
So, Brian, you can hear Nyx call down. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Shit. Why am I first? Well,
You've been given a pep talk, man. You should be all riled
go
up.
with this. go. I'm going in. I'm gonna rush up there to look out for what. I gotta help.
Okay, so you can climb up the ladder, and you can see these 3 spectral snow maidens at the top. What would you like to do?
Didn't say there were women up here.
Are there girls there? I do them.
Nah, they're not your type. They're cold bitches.
She's as cold. All right. Well, I'm close. Am I close enough to attack anyone as soon as I get up there?
Oh yeah. You basically have your choice on which of the 3 you want to attack, because it's not like this tower is very big.
Oh. I'm rethinking being up there because that means they can all hit me too. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit the one at the top there of the 3.
Okay.
Well, that first attack got not good. 7.
No, that is a miss. Your sword, when you swing at her, your sword goes through this snowy form that has turned into this woman, and the snow reforms back into her, doing no damage.
Really stood out.
Gonna try again, because... Wait, does my sword have that attack?
It's like super delicate.
Oh wait, are all my weapons? My main sword.
Just your main sword.
Oh.
But you get a second attack.
True, so let's try again. That time I got 20.
That hits.
Alrighty.
Wait, what was your first roll?
I said 7, but it should have been a 10, not a 7.
Okay, so yeah, that misses. So yes, your second roll definitely hits.
Okay.
Is that a nat 20 or soft 20?
No, soft 20.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
4-8.
Okay. And this snow maiden lets out a screech as she takes all 8 points of damage.
Alright, and then I get an extra. Alright, do I get an extra attack?
So that was your extra attack, but you do get a bonus attack.
Okay.
So my question is, are you carrying a shield, or do you have a weapon in your other hand?
Weapon.
Okay. Yeah, you can make an attack with that weapon.
Alrighty. And that is 15.
That hits.
Oh, 1! Oh, 5. No, 1. 5.
Okay, so on that attack, she takes 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Maisel, from downstairs, you can hear all sorts of action going on upstairs. What would you like to do?
I think all my spells are going to require that I can see them, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I guess I will start.
Well,
up
I mean,
the
not all your
stairs.
spells. Like, for instance, for instance, Shatter, all you have to do is pick a point where you want to cast Shatter. You don't have to pick a target.
Yeah, but if I don't know where they are, I realize I can cast it without. But if I can't see where friendlies are, I don't want to
Right.
explode anyone.
Yeah, Shatter's more of a to whom it may
You
concern.
would, but I would be hopeful and you don't.
Right. So I guess I will just get up the stairs and
Could
in
she
a
cast
very Karen tone, tell everybody to get out of my way.
Could she cast it on the ceiling to break the ceiling down, and then everybody falls down to the second story?
But wouldn't we all be hit with whatever the floor is made out of?
Just do it on the
Dangerous.
side over here.
You could do that. You're right. There would be falling masonry.
Yeah, I'm too squishy. Some of you could handle chunks of stone falling from the sky, but
Just
not this girl. So I'm just going to, in the most let me speak to your manager tone I've got, tell everybody to get the F out of my way as I try and climb the stairs. That's
Okay,
as far as
so-
I'm gonna be able to go.
Maisel casts Karen, and
There you go. It requires one of those haircuts that's long in the front and spiky in the
yes,
back.
yes. Yeah, the back looks like a
Cross
shaved
tip.
peacock.
That's what it requires.
Yeah. All right, so you
Come in
climb
here.
up, you get all the way to the top of the tower, and you can see these 3 snowy specters are causing problems here. What would you like to do?
Oh, I can still take. I got up the stairs, so now I can take my action.
Yeah.
Sweet. Then I will try Dissonant Whispers,
Okay.
which is a Wisdom 14. Oh, I do have a Wisdom.
Which of them are you casting that on?
I will cast it on whichever one has already taken damage.
Okay, so the one up top.
Okay.
So they get a whole lot of nothing. Let's see here. No, they only roll a 10 for their save.
Sweet. $17.
Yeah, they take all of that, and this specter vanishes.
Sweet.
Okay, so
Is there a way for me to get out of the way enough that someone else can get up the stairs?
yeah, it's a little crowded up here, but yeah, you can step away enough for people to get up the ladder.
Okay. So I'm going to go wherever is not out of, or wherever is out of the way.
This specter is going to swing on Brian. $21 to hit. Brian?
Forgot I was muted for a second there. Yes, that hits.
Okay, so you take 8 points of necrotic damage, and you need to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Five plus 8.
So no. So your maximum hit points are also reduced by that amount.
Oh shit.
By 8?
Correct.
So these are specters?
They are specters.
So does that mean that, like, if I took 8 damage and I was at max health, that, like, both my max and my current health are at 59?
So your maximum hit points drops by 8, and then you take 8 off of that.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was wondering. And I'm down to 51.
Okay, and the other one is going to swing on Nyx.
Brian, is that with your
Yeah, that was
10
10.
temporary too?
Oh, no. Right. Thank you.
Okay.
But he only got a 14 on Nyx.
Okay, I need to do a Constitution.
Did you
How do I
get
do
hit?
that with my temporary hit points? That,
Armor class
is it
15.
8 off of the temporary?
So no,
Yes.
he missed Nyx, so you don't have to do a con save.
Brian, you take that off of temporary, but your max hit points still go down.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Nyx, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'd like to try a silver crossbow to this guy.
Okay.
$23 to hit,
That hits.
6 piercing.
So he takes, and your sneak attack does apply. There's enough
Okay.
people up here, and it's close quarters. He takes 3 piercing and 4 sneak attack.
And then do I need to disengage?
Where did you want to move to?
I just want to move down to second story, and then I'll come back up and peek up.
Okay, so yeah, you would have to disengage.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Mike, what would you like to do?
Looks like there's room up there to try to smash a specter.
Okay, so you get back up here.
Uh, 16 to hit,
That hits.
or 14 damage.
Okay. Your second attack.
14 to hit.
That hits.
19 damage.
All right, and this specter vanishes. Let's see here. Curious the Third, what would you like to do?
How's everybody's health looking?
Brian's not great.
Yeah, it took away my max health, so I mean, besides that, I'm doing okay. I suddenly just feel overall weaker.
Well, I can't help you on your max health, but how much are you missing from what your new max is?
I'm not missing anything from my new max because the temporary hit points are so good.
Yeah, I can't help you with temporary or with max hit points.
Oh, talk about all this help you can give and then don't give me any. I see how you are.
Well, just for that, I cast Vicious Mockery on you. No, that won't help, that won't help. I will cast Bless.
Okay, who are you blessing?
Let's bless Brian, Pepperell, and Mike.
Okay.
What is blessed do in this version?
Bless, add a D4 to attack or save throw.
Just one?
You get just one for the next minute or until I'm done concentrating.
Okay. All right. Helga, what would you like to do? I think Helga might be muted.
Am I unmuted now? Sorry.
Yep, can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I thought I was with the initial rush to get to the top of the tower, like all the boosts and stuff, so.
Yes. So you can get up there, and you can go ahead and make your attack.
Well, I want to use my, my holy symbol of Ravenkind and blast the place with sunlight, because I have a feeling that snow beings don't like sunlight a whole lot. It probably melts them or does something.
That is true. They would be at disadvantage on attack rolls and on wisdom perception checks. However,
Okay, I'm going to do that.
your new axe does a butt ton of additional damage to undead.
I'm going to put them at disadvantage first, and then I'll use my awesome new axe next turn if they're still around. I'm concerned about Brian a little bit. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you use the charges to cast daylight. Let's see here.
Maybe that over.
Hopefully it's a little warm in here, you know.
Yeah, so you hold forth the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and you can see the Snow Maiden kind of be like, ah, and like looking, trying to do anything but look at the holy symbol.
Sweet.
Pepperell, what would you like to do?
Is there anywhere from the bottom of the ladder I can see that specter?
No, from down below, so the ladder climbs 10 feet up, or 15 feet up to the roof. And all you can see up there now is like a bright, bright daylight.
And there's 4 of them up there.
There's 4 people up there. Yeah.
Right. I'll just start searching this floor. They spoke of treasure, so I'll search this area for it.
Okay. Let's see here.
I've had Spectre pets. I really don't want to go up there when there's already 4 party members.
Right. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm not good, but I'll still roll. 11.
You find, tucked away in the fireplace hearth, you find a pouch with 8 electrum pieces in it, and each piece has the visage of Strahd von Zarevich stamped into it.
Ooh, 8 platinum.
Well, 8 electrum.
Or, sorry, electrum.
The $2 bill of D&D. If you go into a shop and hand the innkeeper a platinum piece, it's like, this isn't real money, or who are you trying to fool?
Right?
Hey,
Monopoly money here.
Brian, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Don't forget, you are now blessed.
I am blessed, and yet still weaker somehow. What is going on here? Alright, that last snow maiden. Gotta go. Attack! Alrighty, I got a soft 25.
That hit.
Math, I can do math. I got this. 13.
Okay. Your next attack.
And then attack again! 9.
A 9 is a miss. Did you add your bless to it?
I keep forgetting these things. Damn it.
1d4.
Roll the d4. 13 instead?
Yes, that hits.
Nice.
I can't remember. For 1, no, for 5.
Okay, so that causes that specter, or that snow maiden, to vanish. Under the snow, underneath one of the skeletons, you find that that skeleton has a +1 longsword and a +1 dagger.
Oh my.
Dibs on the dagger if nobody wants it.
Okay, man.
I'm good with my silver rat dagger.
Let's put the other sword in the bag of holding and sell it when we get back to town.
Okay.
We'll switch out one of Brian's regular swords and give him the +1.
Yeah, I'll take the +1 if nobody else wants it.
You,
Oh, now that we got the full group here, last week I mentioned to a few people that played, maybe some point after the holidays, we might want to go to town, empty out the party kitty, divide up the money, and upgrade weapons or upgrade equipment as needed.
Yep,
Sounds
yep.
like a good idea. Definitely before we try and go face Strahd. That'd be wise.
Exactly, and buy some heal potions, whatever we need.
backpack sprayer full of holy water.
Yes. Is that Roundup? No, holy water.
Busters now?
Is there anything special about those statues?
Some garlic powder.
So there's nothing special about the statues, but from up here, you can see that the road from here crosses a great bridge, and so on this bridge, on either side, there are this monumental tower at the opening on each side, and on the first side, you can see that there are two statues of knights on horses charging each other with lances. On the other side, you can see that from here you can just make out that one of the statues has crumbled a bit. And you can see that there is a dark form standing here in the middle of the bridge, but you can't make out any details.
Should we contemplate a long or short rest here for hit points and spells?
This would be a good place for a long rest, yes.
Does anybody need one?
I'll take a short rest.
All right.
Would the rest give
I
me
guess
back
we're
my
taking a long
maximum?
rest.
So a long rest would give Brian back his maximum hit points.
I'm all for a rest, y'all. I
Okay.
really think resting is a good idea.
Those that are anti-fire can stay on the second story, and we're gonna set up a fire in the fireplace downstairs. It's gonna be really cozy, and we can cuddle.
We could just go turn the gate back on and hang around near the gate.
That's true. That is
I
true.
think that's what we have. I mean, if we're talking about setting a fire, whose gifts did not put out fire?
I got
Mine just
gifts.
has tentacles.
I mean, is our option to unattune so that we can be warm enough to make it through the night or through the rest?
It takes an
If
entire
the
day to
sunlight
attune.
warm, I wonder if the sunlight would warm things up or not. We got a sun sword and like a symbol that makes sunlight. That might be enough to maybe, at least would make things less cold a little bit. I imagine.
That is true.
Like the big.
But we're taking a rest. I think we can. Our characters are smart enough to figure something out. I think, right?
Yeah,
As
you
long as
can.
the players are figure something out, we're good. The characters can figure it out.
I'm pretty sure I can produce non-magic or magic-based fire to keep us warm if necessary.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
because
that's sort of
your
Yeah.
artifact only puts out non-magical flames. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can make magic fire.
yeah, I think that's probably the best bet.
okay, so you guys go ahead and you succeed on taking a long rest.
Yay!
We should have our daily pep talk, our daily huddle.
Yes.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh.
Maisel, do you have to roll the temporary hit points, or is it a fixed amount? You are muted.
It's fixed at 10.
Okay, if you'll do that, we all get 10 temporary.
Yep.
And that's for an hour?
It's until
A long rest.
it's like once per rest,
Oh, okay, nice.
unless I'm misunderstanding.
I wasn't sure. I had no idea.
No, I think you are correct.
Yay, daily huddle.
You
Okay.
need a PowerPoint, an agenda, and
So are we
notes
to-
dispersed.
Hold on just a moment here.
First, there's the 2-minute meeting to discuss prep for the 10-minute meeting. Then there's a 5-minute meeting to discuss the results of the 2-minute meeting and prep for the 10-minute meeting.
And a Q&A afterwards. Oh.
Yes, a quiz.
Not a pop quiz.
I'll add that to your action items list.
Okay. So you guys complete a long rest, and you wake up in the morning and move towards.
I cast my hex on Nyx again.
You guys.
On the way over there, can we swing by the statues?
Yes. So these statues that you see on the right, this is actually a diagram showing what's on top of these battlements overlooking the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And The low walls that enclose the stone bridge, hold on here. Sorry. The snowy pass comes to a gorge spanned by a strong stone bridge. At each end of the bridge is 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each one are two statues of armored knights on horseback with lances charging toward one another. The wind bites and howls like wolves as it passes through the gorge. In the middle of the bridge, you see a dark form that it looks like somebody riding a horse. What would you like to do?
I'll go up to it.
Before anybody goes out, I'll use Zoom to amplify my voice. Hey, how's it going?
Okay. And Helga, you walk up to it, and as you get closer, the low walls that enclose the stone bridge have fallen away in a couple of places, but the bridge appears intact. A black-cloaked rider on a charcoal-colored horse guards the middle of the bridge. And as you approach, you realize that the rider is the form, like a black, shadowy form of Strahd von Zarovich. And Strahd holds up his hand and points at you. And then as you get closer, you can see the shadow just kind of dissipate like ash being blown away in the wind. And the bridge is alone. The bridge is a bit icy and slick in spots, but you can cross it safely.
That wasn't weird.
Ominous.
What would you like to do?
To go to confirm. Yeah. Relay the information.
Okay. Is everybody moving on to the bridge?
Sure.
Should we send the heaviest one across first?
Yep.
That way it breaks right away and none of us can cross.
All right, so then the lightest.
Send Nick's first.
I've been doing nothing but eating and boozing it, so I'm not the lightest person to get across.
I'll dash across.
It's holiday weight.
I can jump across.
I'll first tie the hempen rope to myself and then hand it to Pepperell and say, "Hold this."
And he immediately
I'll drop
dropped
it.
And he'll drop it. Yeah, I know. I can always trust him.
No, I'll hold the rope. I'm not wantonly destructive.
And then he can teleport over to me since I'm hexed.
Yep.
So you're sending
Knock the ropes.
Are we having Helga cross first and then Nyx? Is that?
I was gonna start across confident.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm intimidated because of how special and great I am. So
Yes, you're the strongest, fastest, and best-looking person you know.
exactly, yeah. So they probably disappeared because I got intimidated, which is understandable. So.
Who's going in after Nyx?
I'll follow 20 feet behind Nick's holding a dragging rope.
Okay.
It's only 20 foot across the bridge?
Roughly, yeah.
Mike will go last.
And
Okay.
I'll go across the bridge.
how much do you weigh again?
Without my gear, 340 pounds.
Ridiculous. Sorry, bro.
With my gear, much more than that.
Sorry, bro. I can't carry that much.
As you are crossing the bridge, you look up and you see diving toward the bridge is a creature of unearthly size, a bird so monstrous that its wings blot out the sky.
I'd like to run across. Move Helga. Move Helga. Helga, move.
Running!
And I don't have a whole lot of strength, but I'm dragging Pepperell right behind me.
Let's see.
That was running.
Really over me. I'm not that tall.
Nix's knee braces disassemble, and
So I'm like trying to pull him, but like my feet are just going underneath me. Like,
Leapfrogging. Yeah.
Everybody roll initiative. You realize that this thing is a very large rock. Do you smell what the rock is cooking?
Heard of Sinbad?
yeah,
Sinbad nearby?
at the people's eyebrow.
All right, so let's see. Pepperell, you got an 11.
Yep.
12.
Got the inverse.
21.
Helga, what'd you get? Helga?
You did?
I rolled in that one. I rolled a 1, so 2 altogether.
Okay.
I think you can re-roll that with your. Isn't initiative a skill check?
Yeah, you can re-roll that with your lucky trait.
I don't know if it'll be. I'd probably should. Okay. Not a whole lot better, 6, but it's better than 2. So let's go with 6.
Okay. Well, if it makes you feel better, the rock got a 2, so.
Yay!
Maisel got a 23. Carrie's the third.
12.
And Mike.
21.
You're just showing off.
And let's see here.
Do we really want
Nick's
to have
got a
this person have a low
22.
initiative? The one where Fred's gonna break the bridge gets to go first. Yay!
And Brian, what'd you get?
19.
yeah, we got Maisel and Nick's book for you. We're okay. We'll get off the bridge first, right, Maisel?
It's fine, you guys can swim, right?
So Maisel,
I'm going to get across the bridge by not crossing it.
It's the fermented
so Maisel, you see this
Like, yeah,
this
good.
giant bird flying down, coming right at you. Make a perception check.
So are we sure this isn't the river from Men in Tights? Sorry, on the other side.
Wait, so I'm making a perception check? Is it me?
Maisel, make a perception check.
Maisel. Oh, okay.
17.
Okay.
I have a tremendous plan when it gets to my turn.
Okay, so yeah, that's about right. So from behind you, Maisel, you can see rushing towards the bridge a goat of gigantic size. The road behind you is cut out of the mountainside, rising steeply to one side and falling away on the other. Mist and snow greatly reduce visibility, and the howling wind cuts through you like a knife. A 9-foot tall goat stands atop the crag, its gray fur blending perfectly with the rock of the mountainside. It lowers its head, and malice glimmers in its eyes. So not only is the rock coming towards you, but you've got a giant goat named Bloodhorn that is coming up behind you to attack. What would you like to do?
So the bird is, you said rock?
Yes.
Okay, then I would like to try and shatter that.
Okay. Let's see here. You could cast Shatter on the rock and not hit any of your party members.
Exactly. The benefit of going first.
Yes.
Okay, 21.
Do you have to make an attack with Shatter? I thought they just make a save.
Just the saving throw.
Okay.
Con 14.
Nope. The rock gets a nat 1 and is going to take double damage.
That's 42.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely got the rock's attention.
Okay.
Let's see here. The good news is the rock has no real resistances or immunities. And actually, neither does the giant goat. Did you want to move at all?
I think I want to move right a little bit out of the way of the goat.
Okay. So you have 3/4 cover.
Okay.
So you have a +5 to your AC behind this tree.
Nice.
Okay. So you guys hear this
There.
loud explosion go off, and the rock kind of wobbles in its movement. Nix, what would you like to do?
All right. I can go through my own characters, correct?
Correct.
Can I hide in here? It looks like there's an opening.
There's there's a little bit of an opening there underneath the statues.
Okay. What I'd like to do is I'd like to move here and dump a bunch of ball bearings right here,
Okay.
and then run in here.
Okay, so you have turned this area here into difficult terrain. I believe that's a 10-foot patch of area.
Take a look. So, spill the tiny metal balls from the pouch, cover a level square 10 feet, and a creature moving across has to do a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Fall prone.
Okay.
Stumbling goat approaches.
And then a creature moving through the area has to do half speed.
Right.
Doesn't
Okay.
have to-
And so you are then going to hide inside the...
Can I take a shot at either of them before I do a hide as a second action?
I would allow you to do that as a bonus action.
Okay. Rather than do a hide or anything like that.
Right.
I'll do a crossbow to the goat.
Okay.
I don't trust the rogue when he goes out by himself. I'm gonna keep an eye on
22 to
him.
hit.
22 hits.
Doing by yourself all the time.
9 piercing.
So he takes 9 piercing. Okay. All right. Mike, what would you like to do?
So there's now difficult terrain between Mike and Legoat.
Correct. You could move at half speed to get to the goat, but you would also need to make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
Does anybody have like animal handling? Is that a possibility with this giant goat? Or no?
The goat.
No,
Near me.
this goat is thoroughly evil.
Oh, damn it. I thought maybe we could tame it and I could ride it around. Oh well. I don't have a mount.
Oh,
I guess Mike will try to intimidate the goat.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
20.
Yeah, the goat only got a 14. So the goat, as far as attacking Mike, will be at disadvantage and is intimidated. It's a disadvantage to attack Mike and is rather reluctant to move closer to Mike for the next round.
Okay.
Is there anything that Mike would like to do with the bonus action?
Ready to attack it for when it's nearby?
Well, you already used your action. You couldn't ready an action, but you could. I mean, you could throw a dagger. You could. You still got movement if you wanted to.
I'll stand there and be intimidating.
Okay. All right.
Her face.
Brian, what would you like to do?
Well, I got a goat that's intimidated on one side from Mike, and a flying massive bird. And ball bearings between the goat. I'll shoot a crossbow bolt at the bird.
Okay, go for it.
Uh, 19. Hit.
19 hits.
Woo! For 3 damage.
Okay. Okay, he takes 3 points of damage. Did you want to move at all or use a bonus action? Probably not a whole lot you can do with a bonus action, but you could move.
Yeah, I don't want to be right in the middle of the bridge. I don't like that place. I'm gonna move next to Mike.
Okay. All right, you are next to Mike.
Mike does all the damage. I like Mike.
Curious the third, what would you like to do?
Let me see. The bird is up in the air and away?
It is currently, it's like 120 feet up.
Oh,
my God.
shit, I couldn't hit it with my crossbow bolt then.
Yeah, you could. Because
Okay.
it's diving toward you. So, it just hasn't had a chance to move yet.
The range is 150 foot, so we will go with that. I rarely get to use this spell. I'm going to cast Fireball at it.
Nice. Okay. So it gets a dex save.
Yup.
No, it got a whole whopping 8 for its dex save.
Oh, nice. So let's see. How much do we do? 33 damage.
Okay. So, you guys see Carice the Third throw this fireball, and it just hits this rock like dead center, and you see this big explosion go off, and now the rock is flying, and its feathers are on fire, and it is continuing its movement.
Phoenix?
As a bonus action, I will meta magic quicken,
Okay.
and we will do let's go do some Scorching Ray.
Okay.
It's
Make
not
your
on fire.
3 attacks.
No, it's never on fire enough. Well, let's see.
When questioning whether or not to use fire spells, the question is always, well, is it already on fire? Or
An 11.
that is a miss.
14
That is a miss.
and 19.
That's a hit.
Alright.
Use my battleship.
8 damage.
Okay. Oop, that's not what I wanted.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Pepperell Doohickey, what would you like to do?
Can we tell, like, where on the bridge the rock is aiming for? Can we get an impression of its attack location?
It looks like it is diving straight for Helga.
Okay.
On fire.
On
Yes. I just hope it doesn't become a phoenix after it's a rock.
fire.
Let's see. Can I move up to the other end of the bridge, opposite, and tuck in like Nyx is?
Up here?
Yeah, I wonder if the scale is correct. I have 30 feet of movement. I should be able to get there.
Yeah, you can get there.
Okay, there. Am I close enough to the rock 90-foot effect can reach?
I would think, yes.
Okay, I'll transfer my hex from Nyx to the rock.
Okay.
But Toll of the Dead's reach is still only 60 feet, so I don't have a lot of long spells. So then I'll tuck in into the nook,
Okay.
back of the nook.
Do you want to ready an action for when it's closer? Because transferring your hex was just a bonus action.
Yeah, if I can, I'll ready to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. All right.
As soon as it's in 60-foot range, I'll cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. Helga, what would you like to do?
I want to check something really quick. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is raise up my St. Andrew's shield and ready myself to take the dodge action
Okay.
when the rock dives in.
So you're going to ready an action to attack as soon as the rock gets within range?
I'm readying the dodge action. I got my shield up and I'm ready to like dodge the best that I can when it makes impact.
Okay.
Or tries to snatch me up, whatever. So
Okay, so it will have disadvantage on an attack against you.
okay, cool.
Okay. Bloodhorn, the giant goat, is going to charge Mike, and so it will make or attempt to make its save. And it does save with an 11, so it does not fall prone.
We have an agile goat. Shocker.
Well, not that agile, barely.
You know, it's a mountain goat kind of thing. You know?
And its ram attack,
And it has disadvantage from intimidating?
right. So it gets a 13, which misses you, and
Yep.
does nothing.
Aha.
Okay. The rock is going to attack Helga at disadvantage because she is dodging. It is going to make a talon attack and a beak attack. .21 to hit with the talons.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh, Oof. 26 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Don't forget
And-
temporary hit points.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff.
So the rock it slashes at Helga and holds her down, and she is grappled, and it is going to make a beak attack, but it
Was that
misses
her-
with a 14.
Okay.
And on Helga's next turn, she can make a escape check. Is a DC 19 strength check.
Alrighty.
Do I get to do my spell?
Yes.
Wiz disadvantage because of the hex, DC 15.
Okay. $15 exactly.
Oh, well, then it takes nothing.
Okay.
Downside of cantrips.
That is true. Okay. Maisel, what would you like to do?
First, I would like to unmute myself. Way to go to remember. Let's see, what would I like to do? I would like to,
I will be right back.
Okay.
let's see. Give me just a second. Okay. I am going. Could I cast Hideous Laughter on the giant bird so that it lets go of Helga?
Maybe. Let me take a look.
Because it just says a creature. It doesn't say anything.
It doesn't say
more than-
humanoid or anything like that. I think that won't work.
But like if I'm successful and the bird goes prone, does it like lay on top of Helga?
That's possible, yes. Let's see here.
Or could it like
Giant bird laughing on top of Helga.
Walk, 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 walk.
Looks like a crow.
Okay, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Disadvantage.
It got a 15 on its save.
Was that with disadvantage?
Yep, 15 and a 19.
oh, cover.
Double checking if you heard.
It's 14.
So the rock saves versus Tasha's hideous laughter.
Ew.
Saving on everything.
Okay, and then I get a second attack because I'm College of Valor.
No, because you cast a spell. So your second attack is the extra attack action, I believe. Let me see here. College of Valor. Yeah, extra attack at 6th level. So that only counts if you take the attack action, but you cast a spell.
Oh, I thought spells were attacks.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Do you have a bonus action?
I can inspire. Who needs inspiration? Oh, can I inspire Helga?
Yes.
And then when she has to make her save hers to get out, she'll be in a little bit better shape.
Yes. She can
Okay.
have the inspiration feat, or she can have inspiration. So let's see
Cool.
here.
At a die 10 now?
Let me see.
Whoop, wrong one.
Still a D8.
Okay, so Helga is inspired.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Nyx, what would you like to do?
Okay. If I can, how far away is the bird?
From where you are at. 21 feet.
21. Okay. Can I improvise a rope attached to a crossbow bolt and send it flying at the bird to try and pull it, or just make it difficult for the bird to fly away?
You can attempt that. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
That was a cool idea.
Ooh, got a 10.
No, that is a miss.
What is
Do
it?
you want an inspiration point to try again? I really like this idea.
Yeah, if that's all
Okay.
right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, 25.
That
Yeah.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage for your crossbow. Oh,
That's
so
a
you
7
get-
piercing.
so yeah, 17 points of damage to the rock, and you now have there is a rope tied to the crossbow bolt.
Okay, and then who is really big near me?
Mike,
Or
is
can
right
I
here.
wrap it around something? Is there anything on the bridge that I could
Yeah,
use as
Yeah.
an anchor?
yeah, you can wrap it around the stone railing of the bridge.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So in order to do that, you kind of move out here
Yeah,
to tie it to the railing.
and I'm kind of holding it down with my foot on the side of the railing, looking all cool.
Okay. All right. Mike, what would you like to do?
Do epic battle with this goat.
Okay. Epically battle the goat.
Mike is going to rage.
Okay.
So if it tries to attack anything else until my next turn, it has disadvantage.
Okay.
28 for my first attack
That hits.
for 15 damage.
Okay. So you bury your axe in Bloodhorn and kill him.
Well done.
You now have a bloody goat carcass laying there.
Dinner!
To me?
Yeah.
I got
So
cookies.
eat 6 times the normal amount. I think we're doing kebabs tonight.
And you also realize that you could not only have quite a bit of mutton, but you can also skin the goat and make a large warm weather cloak.
Could I make a cool headdress out of the horns to make it look like I have more horns?
You certainly could.
That's a great idea.
You're a goatator!
Look like one of those Navajo churro goats?
A chupacabra? What?
So these game tokens are just like image files that are imported, right? So if somebody drew a minotaur and gave it to you, then Mike could have a token, right?
Yes.
Is that how-
Yeah, I could make a custom token.
All right. Well, I don't know. I might draw something. I just have to make sure it would work. So.
I like Carrie's drawing of how the rope is all tied up.
I did that.
So, Mike,
Part's being silly.
you have movement and you've got a second attack. What would you like to do?
Since we still don't know how stable the bridge is, it's probably not a good idea for Mike.
Okay. Well, it's supporting the weight of the rock.
Oh, well, in that case.
And
Would
the
I
rock,
be able to
the rock is a
charge-
gargantuan monstrosity. I mean, this is a bird that's like the size of an adult dragon. So,
Would I be able to charge it with my face?
sure.
That is what I will do. Uh, 14?
No, that is a miss.
Damn.
Okay. Brian, what would you like to do?
I realized I ran over to help the goat, only to see the goat get taken down. I turned around and ran back to the fur instead.
Okay.
And I swing my longsword.
Go for it.
For 10.
No. That is a miss. I'm going to, you know what though? I'm going to say that because of Nyx's rope, that the rock is restrained and you have advantage on that attack.
Well, let's roll again. 13.
No.
Alright. I guess I'll just take my extra attack then.
Yep.
Alright. How about 18?
That hits.
Okay. For 11?
Okay. All right. Curious the third. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Goat's down. All we got left is the big bird.
Big bird?
Is it on the bridge or is it still in the air?
It's on the bridge.
It's got me in its clutches.
And it's restrained by Nyx's crossbow bolt and rope idea.
Ooh, good time for a second fireball.
Oh, shit.
Great duck.
Okay.
So, and then,
Okay.
Helga's underneath it.
How bad does it look? Does it look pretty tore up?
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad.
Let's make it easy peasy. Let's just go with the regular fireball. Or bolt.
Okay.
Why? Helga, why?
Is Helga fireproof or something?
No.
I'm underneath, so I'm underneath it, so I imagine that it would not.
21?
The giant, really heavy thing that goes on fire.
If you ever want to see what a hairless dwarf looks like.
It's gonna warm you back.
Especially when it's tied down, it's not even gonna fly away out of being on fire.
If we can fireball it, though, we don't have to cook it later.
If this is
21
the
days.
That hits.
end of me, then that's pretty epic.
Oh, master's good. Uh, 14 points of damage.
Okay. So with 14, you hit the rock and kill it.
And then a giant burning bird collapses on me.
Yeah. No, the rock is so big that it you light it on fire and it lets go of Helga and falls down into the ravine into the river below.
Okay. All right,
She's gonna
guys.
eat that
Not
thing.
a,
Damn it.
Look at ahead.
If it falls, I'm just pointing out that if it falls into the ravine, Nyx is tied to it. So does Nyx go to
Well,
it?
Nyx isn't tied to it. It's basically hanging from the bridge by the rope.
Okay.
Because if it was just maybe like,
Who's holding onto it, and then the bird falls. Just
no, I thought about that because I only weigh 70 pounds and like this rock would just fly off with me and Helga.
Right. Okay, so you let go of the rope this time. Got it.
As far as I'm concerned, it's still dangling from the bottom of the bridge. Like,
Yeah, it's just swinging back and forth from the bottom of the bridge.
Well, do we want to haul it up and have a feast, or are we going to leave it?
let's see the goat. I would like the goat better, because then, yeah, we don't have to haul
We got goat, we got rock, we got feathers for days.
so I'm
So-
a pescatarian.
Who wants to make a survival check on the goat?
I can attempt.
I don't know who's got the highest survival.
I have +6. Oh, go ahead, I got +5. Go ahead.
Yeah, 5.
Give him advantage.
Yeah, you can help and give him advantage.
Let's help.
Let's see, I don't know what mine
I
is.
imagine the sorcerers is less.
25.
Yeah. So with a 25 on survival, you guys spend 2 hours cutting off meat from this goat, enough for all of you to have at least one day, well, probably a good week's worth of rations with the cold weather, and you're able to either one large fur-lined cloak or 2 medium-sized fur-lined cloaks.
Let's make a large one for Mike. That's appropriate.
Mike took a cloak from one of the fancy houses, so he's good.
I'm good, but I will take a bit of the scrap and make a tiny cloak for my zombie head doll.
We're getting crafty up in here. That's great.
Yeah, if somebody else needs cloaks, then they can take it.
Let's put it in the bag of holding and sell it.
How big are the goat horns?
They are large.
Okay, Mike is taking the goat horns.
Okay.
All right, I'm keeping a list of things that we're sticking in the bag to sell later. Long swords and evil goat cloaks so far.
Wait. Don't I get one of the cloaks? I want a cloak.
Oh, okay. Take the cloak then. I'll raise that.
Just one. There's 2 cloaks. I'll take one.
Okay.
So, like, if I have a bag of holding, can I go and hide in the bag of holding, like, if I want to stealth?
You
How do you get out?
Totally kidding.
So you wouldn't fit in the bag of holding, but if you were if you stuff like a gnome or something in there, they only have, I think it's like maybe 10 hours worth of air, and then they suffocate.
Wow.
So I can stick it over my head, and if I can't see the enemy can't see me.
Tight to make sure you're safe.
That might work if someone could come and get you out afterwards. Like, it has to be a plan, I think. Yeah. So where are we going now? This is the
I will
Howard?
show you in just a minute.
It looks awesome. I'm excited.
The Hero Forge website lets you do coloring and stuff, so you can kind of give you a little guide that you'd want to do art on, but that's fun stuff to go just add accessories to a model.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Hero Forge is fun.
Chris,
Yeah.
question about the gnome in the bag of holding. Could
Yeah.
a gnome in a bag of holding use a snorkel to get fresh air?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would imagine probably, I want to say yes.
Just a little tube sticking out of the bag of holding, like 2 inches?
Wow.
Well, haha, pocket gnome.
So
Like,
you
that's
guys
funky.
continue up this gravel path, and it just keeps getting colder and colder and colder, until you finally realize that the temperature is roughly, up here, it's roughly minus 23 degrees. It is quite chilly. The road fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the 2 innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a stone staircase leading down.
Looks dangerous. Let's go.
I would very much like to investigate the entire front end of these, as well
Yeah,
as the
this is-
statues.
Okay.
This is just cool looking. The amber statues are awesome.
So Nix, you start by investigating these statues, and no real effect on you, but looking at the statues for too long fills you with a sense of unease.
That's okay. Anytime I'm near Pepperell, I get the same feeling.
That's probably true, especially with that damn belt he's wearing.
And the swarm of deadly flies.
Yes,
I
there's
actually
that too.
prefer the statues over Pepperell, so that's fine.
You come over and you investigate this area over here, though. A natural fissure has opened in the mountainside west of the temple's facade, creating a gap that's 2 feet wide and 10 feet tall. And you realize that it looks to be about 15 feet deep. You see light coming from a room beyond, and you can hear human voices coming from within.
Can I stealth in and get more information about what they're talking about?
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
23.
Okay. Hold on here.
So 2 feet wide, how many of the party would be able to fit through 2 feet wide?
Mike's gonna have a problem squeezing in there.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm sick.
Yeah, dwarves are kind of built like barrels, so...
Yeah.
I can make it pretty easily. Well, I mean, I guess I could turn the spell into ice. Freeze the whole thing.
Giant
We
warrior!
push it through.
I have an idea. Let's split the party.
You go in alone and tell us what it's like.
Yeah, you guys go in, and the rest of us will go to fat camp. Wait.
Not fat, I'm just big boned.
I'm small for my size.
Or we could go in the main entrance. Either way, whatever you want to do. If you guys are going in the fissure, I'm gonna bless you guys first. So just let me know.
I mean, after the stealthy McStealthiness, and they come back and tell us what they saw first?
Yeah, that would work too.
See what can be learned, then decide.
That's the plan.
All right, cool.
We're just learning what's here, and then if I can hear it. I mean, granted, the thing is if I wasn't stealthy, they'd hear me, and then I'd be like, "Hey guys, I think they heard me."
I just got a little ahead of myself.
Yeah, no. The hope is that I can learn something and I'll bring it back, unless of course it's something that I can get advantage of. Oh, geez, there's a big rat.
Just see him go running past us, going fuck, 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 fuck.
Or if there was just like one little hobgoblin in there, I'd be like, "There's nothing in there, guys. You go right. I got this."
But no, giant rat.
With like a giant room of treasure and everything. It'd be amazing. Yeah.
Okay. So with your stealth, you sneak in, and you can see torches and sconces light this bare stone room. There are 6 bedrolls made of stitched animal furs covering the floor. Cold air blows in through the fissure that you are tucked into in the southwest wall. In here, you see that there is 6 of these barbarians that you've dealt with before when you burned down Winter Splinter and dealt with the druids. One of them looks like he's a little bit bigger than the rest of the berserkers. He's the gladiator. He's in charge. And there's also a dire wolf in here that they are keeping as a pet. Let's see. They are discussing... the gladiator is telling the berserkers that this door, so in the northeast corner of this room, you see that there are a set of double doors, and they have barred them. And the gladiator is telling the rest of the berserkers that those doors are to remain barred because they don't want what's in there to come out. And then the other thing that you can see is that on the east wall there is another set of double doors.
Okay, I'll relay the information. Is it the gap big enough for us to be able to like cast firebolt through?
You could.
Or not fireball. Sorry.
Yeah, you could cast fireball through there. And the passage is only 15 feet long, so.
So I'll pass that information on and say, hey, this would be a great time for fireball.
Are you gonna burn the guard that's like blocking the door, or are you gonna attack the barbarian guys?
So Nyx comes back out of the fissure and tells you about what's in this room.
Yeah, let's just say that I'm not going in there by myself. I can't cast fireball, but
I can poke my head in and cast a fireball.
Yeah, you've got a horny mobile artillery platform right down here. So.
Since I'm still stealth, can I kind of stealth into this room and kind of check it out and then also report back?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Sweet. I like being rogue.
Icy steps descend 10 feet to a time-ravaged hallway with arrow slits in the walls. Beyond the hall lies a vast sepulchral darkness. And then you get down to here. A 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with a shattered railing overlooks a vast temple. Black marble staircases at each end of the balcony descend 30 feet to the temple floor. The vaulted ceiling is 30 feet above the balcony. The walls and ceiling are covered in an amber glaze, lending the gloom a golden sheen. A set of amber doors stands closed to the west of the balcony. A similar pair stands open to the east.
Okay,
And so when you come down these stairs here, you saw that in the walls here and here and here and here that there were arrow slits.
Okay, I'd like to go back and report that, and then my offering to everybody would be, let's go and release whatever it is that they don't want released, because an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I agree.
I agree. Do you still want me to go over to the hole and shoot a fireball into that room?
I would think that we go have one person come stand here, throw the fireball, and then maybe if we can all sneak kind of in so we don't alert anybody else and wait until the fireballs die down and then open the door here.
Well, I'm going to imagine as soon as I hit them with that, they're going to probably come out the door looking for whoever did.
Well, no, we synchronize our watches, exactly.
When you hear the boom, you know it's happening.
Discuss amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
And follow
Signal. Kablooey! Is that the signal?
Did those things look like they're small enough to fit through the 2-foot gap?
They're like normal sized guys from what I recall. They're just like people-ish size, so
Like,
I don't know.
Was it they're berserkers? I mean, what's the size of them?
They probably have to squeeze and slow them down.
The
I'll-
wolves definitely couldn't make it, but they might.
Okay, just so I know, because, I mean, if they start coming through the hole, I'm going to meta magic a flaming spear in there that they can't push their way through.
Nice.
It says that they're a medium humanoid, but I'm not sure what that means exactly.
Probably means they can squeeze through. I bet the dire wolf wouldn't be able to fit through. And maybe the
Unfortunately,
larger
on
guy.
the other side right after the fireball goes off.
Yeah, because we'll come right in after.
If we want to make it funny, I could cast Crown of Madness and just make them start fighting each other.
I would like to use my ability, Know Your Enemy, to learn about them.
Let's have Chris get back and dictate what you learn. Good thought.
Wait a second. Why are we wondering? I can tell it.
You're just going to creep on them for like a couple minutes?
Yep.
What kind of stuff do we want to know? I can tell us 2 things about them. So what do we want to know?
So
Vulnerabilities, resistances, special attacks.
HP?
So the creatures in this room The only one that couldn't fit through this gap would be the dire wolf, but the others are they're humans.
Okay.
Okay. While you stepped away, the party agrees with me that I want to use know your enemy to observe, to learn about them.
Okay. So
Guys, I can tell like their strength, their constitution, armor class, their hit points. I can't tell us vulnerabilities, but I can tell us like if they have any class levels or things like that.
Hit points would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So the first thing, Brian, you'll want to make a stealth check.
Okay. Let me see what my overall stealth is before I attempt this stealth check to see if I have one. Okay? That one.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay.
Hey guys, I want
Let me look. I want to see.
So, all right. So you are going to size up your enemy. Hold on here. Let me take a look at that ability.
I think we just lost our surprise round.
Get out of the way. I want to look too. Oh, sorry, guys.
It's all good. I'm at disadvantage on stealth, so like any stealth plan where we all have to pass, I probably would have.
I mean, the nat one was the problem there more than anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
I have decent stealth, but not wouldn't roll it out.
So what two characteristics do you want to know?
Hit points and armor class.
Okay. You know that the dire wolf has 37 hit points and an armor class of 14.
Ah, what a candy ass.
The gladiator.
Where's my notepad?
Yeah, you'll want to write this down.
Yeah. Sorry.
Here, I will put it right here.
Okay, you said the wolf was AC 14
And 37 hit points.
37. Okay.
The gladiator has AC 16 and 112 hit points.
Points. Okay.
And the berserkers, and there are 5 of them,
Oh shit, not wrong.
have AC 13 and 67 hit points each.
Okay.
However,
Now they know I'm there.
This might take a couple of fireballs.
Probably could have made this information while running back to the team.
And they may be following me.
Just scream out "choo choo" as you come back out.
Tell them that you're their DoorDash delivery person and couldn't find the doorbell.
the dire wolf turns and starts growling and barking at the fissure that leads into the room. And the other berserkers are like, what's going on? And so this berserker is coming over to check out the fissure.
I'm going to hastily make my exit while the wolf is barking.
Okay.
Hopefully that covers my sound of me leaving.
Okay. Let me see if the berserker notices. The berserker is a fucking idiot. And go ahead and make another stealth check.
Alright. What's that? 10.
The berserker only got a 6 and is looking through here and is like, what are you barking at? I don't see anything. Shut up, you stupid dog! And he backhands the dire wolf.
Does that one lose a hit point for that?
No.
Hey guys, so this wolf thing, it's got like 37 hit points, it's got like 14 armor, but like the berserker, the berserkers, they're kind of weakish, not that strong either, medium, but that gladiator, like got a lot of hit points, like a lot of hit points.
I say we keep him up all night by keeping the dire wolf barking at you.
They'll be fatigued.
And the dire wolf might die because of it.
There you go. Is there any way we can fill up the fissure with something or block it with something? I wonder.
I got this.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do?
I will creep up to the hold where I can see in. And the room looks like about 20. At the far corner, I'm gonna cast a fireball there. 20-foot radius should hit everybody, but not hit me.
Okay.
Can we prep by the front door so we can bust in?
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
meta magic 2 of them.
So everybody else wants to go over to this door, outside this door, and wait.
I think Petrol should hex me so he can just teleport to me.
Oh, anytime
right
I'm trying to combat, the hex is on you. You just pass by and I'm like, hex. Battle's over, hex on Nyx.
Well, my stealth is so crappy. I'm gonna stand behind Carrie's the third.
Okay.
And not mess with the stealth for you guys and just back him up in case he needs help on this side.
Yeah, it's hard to miss the sound of a dwarf in plate mail. I mean,
Well, the new weapon I have has like a 10-foot radius of like divine chanting or something. So,
Right.
like, my stealth is fucked.
Walking around like, hey guys, here I am.
I got like a jolly soundtrack everywhere I go though. That's pretty sweet.
okay, so Carius the Third, you are going to meta magic 2 fireballs, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the dire wolf.
DC save on that's gonna be 15.
Okay. Dire wolf gets a soft 20.
Half damage.
The berserkers. Oof. The berserkers got a nat 20.
Shit.
And the gladiator
Still half damage.
got a nat 20. Holy shit.
What the hell?
So there's all of my good rolls for the week. So they're all going to
I
take
need you-
half
I need you
damage.
to take those dice and put them in the fridge, please.
So that's for the first fireball, correct? Or is that for both?
That's for the first fireball.
Alright, let's do that damage then.
Okay?
6, 12, plus 4. 16 cut in half, 8.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was only half. Wait, 1 second. So, I said 16, 10, 33 damage.
Okay.
Half of that. 16.
Okay. So 16. Hold on just a second here. All right. So, on the next save, the dire wolf only gets an 8.
Full damage.
The gladiator, oof, gets a 14,
Nope.
and the berserkers are going to take double damage because they got a nat 1.
Well, it makes up for the first part.
So they were prepared for the first one on the second.
The pain from the first fireball threw them off.
42 damage on the second fireball.
Okay, so the berserkers. The berserkers are all incinerated.
Awesome.
Kaboom.
Booyakasha!
The dire wolf is incinerated.
Good job.
And the gladiator is fucking pissed off.
I can imagine so. Well, that's pretty much my wad. I'm good. That's my thing.
The door to the on the northeast, the double doors on the northeast corner are on fire, but still intact. So you guys outside the door, you can hear 2 explosions go off inside, and the sound of screaming coming through the doors. What do you guys want to do? Well, I guess the first thing should be for everybody to roll initiative. So, Pepperell got an 18.
15, 18.
Helga, what'd you get? 17?
$17.
Okay. Maisel, you got a 16. Carries the third.
18.
And Mike.
8.
Wow, I think that's the lowest you've rolled all day.
Wait, I forgot. I have advantage.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Nick
she has advantage.
Ah.
Make that a 17.
Okay. Okay. Nick's got a 10. Mike 17. And Brian, you got a 12.
Indeed.
Okay. So, carries the third. You can hear the sounds of screaming and burning, and somebody cursing loudly. You are at the top of the stack. What would you like to do?
Good question. Because I don't use it often, I'm going to do Toll the Dead.
Okay. So, he... Oh, he's going to take... He's going to take double damage. He rolled a nat 1. This could potentially kill him.
And I rolled an 11, so 22.
Yeah. He is no more. You cleared the room.
Sweet.
And you guys open the door
Right?
and are able to step into massive charred carnage.
And somebody's item puts out all the fire, right?
Right.
Yeah, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, my gloves put out the fire as I come through the hole.
I start sifting through the
I
ashes.
had to go around.
What's good in here? Anything good?
Let's see. Is there anything in here?
Well, there
Smells
was
like
10
barbecue
rolls, but
berserker.
Yes.
Cold filling.
Well, I can either kill everything or save all the items, but I can't do both.
That's true, yeah.
No, they had nothing of real value. And now, of course, their fur-lined bedrolls are completely shot.
Yeah, I bet it smells really good in there.
Oh yeah, burnt hair and long pig.
But all the fleas are dead.
I accidentally find myself patting Brian to see if he has anything good on him.
That's not my pocket.
Sorry, I thought that was a bedroll. Sorry.
So we are going to break here. Everybody gets level 8.
Oh, yay!
And we will pick up again after the holidays. Let's see. It is looking like January 9th
Looks good.
will be our next
Right.
game.
Man, that's a long time.
I know it feels like it's forever. I really need 2 weeks. I'm approaching burnout level. So yeah, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you haven't, please hit me up with PayPal and Cash App. You guys are keeping the lights turned on, so to speak. Thank you very much, and I really hope you have a happy holidays.
You too. Thanks all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Happy
All right.
holiday.
I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Take care.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you.